Welcome to the April 9th, 2025 Select Board meeting. This is a remote meeting, so I'll have to, as preliminary matters, read some of a long script, so bear with me to make sure that all members can be heard and other requirements of the Act. As a preliminary matter, this is John Samia, Chair of the Shrewsbury Select Board. Please permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Teresa Flynn.
I am here.
Beth Cassavant.
Present.
Michelle Conlon.
Present.
Carlos Garcia.
Here.
Staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Kevin Mizikar.
Present.
David Snowden.
Present.
Justin Dobson.
Present.
Thank you. Good evening. The open meeting of the Select Board is being conducted remotely consistent with Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2025, House Bill 62, signed into law by the Governor on March 28, 2025. The Act, which you can find posted with agenda materials for this meeting, allows public bodies to meet entirely remotely so long as reasonable public access is afforded so that the public can follow along with the deliberations of the meeting. Ensuring public access does not ensure public participation unless such participation is required by law. This meeting will not feature public comment. For this meeting, the Select Board is convening by video conference via Google Meet, which was posted on the town's website identifying how the public may join. We are now turning to the first and only item on the agenda. Before we do so, permit me to cover some ground rules for effective and clear conduct of our business and to ensure accurate meeting minutes. I will introduce each board member or staff member who has the lead role for a particular item. Well, there's not a guest speaker for that. After they conclude their remarks, I will go down the line of members first and then to staff members, inviting each by name to provide any comment or questions. I will then call upon the members to offer a motion and then for a second. Please hold until your name is called. Further, please remember to mute and unmute your phone by pressing *6 or mute your computer when you are not speaking as to not trigger your camera feed or background noise. If members wish to engage in colloquy and other members, please do so through the chair, me, taking care to identify yourself. Finally, each vote taken by this meeting will need to be conducted by a roll call vote. Wow, got to get the rust off on that one. Sorry. So the only agenda on the item is to review and act to select a principal proponent and principal opponent pursuant to Chapter 427 of the Acts 2006 for the question on the May 6, 2025 annual town election ballot concerning the debt exclusion relative to the municipal facilities optimization project. Well, we had one proponent, Robert Cox, member, Community Supporters for Public Buildings, 25 Adams Road, and one opponent, Caroline Maycomer, which we received by the deadline. So it's pretty simple as it was last time. I didn't know if there are any questions or comments, or Mr. Mizikar, any further thoughts? Okay.
Nothing for me.
I'll go through the members just to see if there are any questions or comments on this, Mrs. Flynn.
No questions or comments per se. We're obligated to accept both of these as the only submissions. So to me, it's pretty straightforward.
Okay. Mrs. Conlon, any questions or comments?
None for me. Thank you.
Mrs. Cassavant?
My only question is around timeline of when the voter guide can be processed and put in the mail.
Thank you. Mr. Mizikar or Mr. Dobson?
I can answer that.
Thank you.
We have identified a printing and mailing vendor, and we have been in communication with them. what we identified as the mail by date is April 14th. So that would be this upcoming Monday. They are confident that if we get them the completed packet tomorrow, they might be able to mail it as soon as April 11th. So we are well in advance of the May 6th election date. So I'd anticipate households are getting that probably about 3 weeks prior to the election. And when the completed ballot guide is put together, we will share that with the town clerk's office so that they can put that on their webpage surrounding the annual town election, or that by newsflash and our customary avenues there to get awareness out that it is available online.
Thank you. Mr. Garcia, any questions or comments?
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you, Mr. Dobson, for that information on the mailing guide. I did have a comment and a question. I see that the opposition statement refers to this as an override question when it is not an override question. It's a debt exclusion. Is there a way to offer perhaps a friendly amendment to update that, or do we have to accept it as is?
Accept it as is.
Thank you.
Sure. Is there anything else? Is there a motion to select the proponent and the opponent?
I move the board select as the principal proponent Robert Cox and the principal opponent Caroline Maycomer.
Second.
Have been moved and seconded. A roll call vote is required. Mrs. Flynn?
Aye.
Mrs. Conlon?
Aye.
Mrs. Cassavant?
Aye.
Mr. Garcia?
Aye.
Mr. Samia? Aye. Motion carries unanimously. There's no other business. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Have been moved and seconded. A roll call vote is required. Mrs. Flynn?
Aye.
Mrs. Conlon?
Aye.
Mrs. Cassavant?
Aye.
Mr. Garcia?
Aye.
Mr. Samia? Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you for joining us this evening. Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.